All right, why I stopped listening. Bill, I've stopped listening to your podcast. What are you, 8 years old? I felt that I should tell you why. Much like a restaurant who loses a loyal customer wants to know why, what went wrong. You know, you love how he's putting those words in my mouth? So no hard feelings, but here it is. You should, like, flip your hair right now like Dee Schneider. Is that his name, the guy from Twisted Sister, when he made that point, you know, when he was in front of Congress about the PMRC, man? I have never heard a more selfish, mouth-breathing, uninformed, money-grubbing speak in my entire life. This is what I love. I don't make $10 million a year. I don't make $10 million a year. So I was actually defending people whose tax money would actually go, I guess, to help me. And somehow I'm money grubbing because this person's so up to their own point, they can't even listen to what it is that I'm saying. He goes, sometimes you say something halfway smart, but it is surrounded, he says, my so much bullshit. He's calling me dumb. He didn't even hit spell check. By so much bullshit, it makes me feel you stumbled into saying it by accident. Yes, sir, because no one could ever be as smart as you. Like how a monkey banging on a typewriter might somehow type out Shakespeare. I don't think a monkey banging out a typewriter might somehow type out Shakespeare. I think what you meant to say is that he might accidentally spell a word correctly. Like might accidentally spell the or at. I don't think you meant Shakespeare. All right, you know what I'm finding? I think you wrote this in a very high emotional state here, so I'll cut you some slack. And I've always said I'm a moron, okay? And even now that I'm reading like the fucking Beastie Boy autobiography. I'm reading the fucking, which actually is, I'm finding is a history book on a certain genre of music that I believe the kids call hip hop. All right, the biggest problem is you cannot see beyond your own experience. Making $10 million a year is not my experience. I've never made $10 million in a year. Okay, and this is most evident in your recent diatribe about the 70% tax rate. I don't know. I like to think I get, you know, I don't always, but I like to think, you know, I try to listen to both sides. I guess I don't. In case your memory is blinded by your own rage, what about your rage? Let me go over some dumbass things that you said on Monday, March 18th. First of all, sir, you're calling me a mouth breather and you're saying that I have rage and you're literally misspelling words. And you're so angry at me right now that you can't present your opinion without calling me names. Anyways, you call people making 10 million plus a year regular guys who are deserving of empathy. Sure, some are. Your woe is me lament of these poor, poor millionaires made my blood boil. Exactly. Exactly. Look how you just phrased that. Look at these poor, poor millionaires. You're judging them and who they are because of how much money they make. And you're going to turn it into a Disney movie where anybody who makes money is fucking evil. Makes my blood boil. Fuck you. This guy literally just said blinded by rage. Fuck you. You implied that money tax from millionaires goes directly back to lazy making less. I don't remember saying that. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. All right. You said it isn't fair that people being honest with their income have to pay this rate while rich people hide their incomes overseas. You also said that tax money is being wasted, and then it just says corrupt bullshit. I agree with both of these things. These are separate problems that also need to be fixed. You're often being dumb bullshit like this up. What? As if the government can't do two things at once. Okay, I think with your fucking half-written email calling me a moron, sir, they're not going after these people. They're not. Okay? It's been deemed too difficult. Okay? Because what they do is, I already explained this shit. Is how is it explained to me in layman's term? You have a fucking company, okay? You have a pile of fucking money, so you fucking either incorporate in a different country, or you create a fake, phony fucking company in that country, which bills your legit company a ridiculous amount of fucking money, so then you're then able to show that your company somehow lost money. So now you don't have to pay any taxes. But now your money is in this fake company. So how do you get it, right? You have it in this foreign fucking island, right, which is a different country. You pay some people off there, so they let the money go there. Then you start another company in a different island. And then they build that company. And you just keep going, hopscotching through the Caribbean, or wherever this shit goes down, all right? And then the last company goes back to you and gives you like $50 million, $100 million in the form of a loan, which is untaxable. And then you're allegedly going to pay it back, which you don't. And when you don't, that phony fucking company forgives the loan. That's the base, in layman's terms, that's the way it was explained to me. And the problem is that with each one of those islands that it goes through, it's a whole new fucking, it's a different country, a different government, and you have to go through a mountain of red tape. So they have 7, 10, 14 of these companies, all ping-ponging all through the fucking islands, and it's too difficult. It's too difficult. And then what you have is honest people who took a chance, okay? And risk basically sleeping alone on a futon with no wife, no family, maxed out their credit cards. Most of those people lose. And then you're going to come in. There's no way that you can present an argument where $70 percent paying taxes on $1, 70%. You cannot set that fucking precedent by the government. Okay? A stand-up comedian is not a corrupt piece of shit. Okay? He's not looking the other way with all that shit that person just said about sugar. These are not separate issues. What you have is a broken fucking system, which is now going to put duct tape on the fucking problem and go after innocent fucking people. And for you to call me a moron because you just sit there and these poor, poor millionaires. If somebody's fucking honest, they shouldn't have to fucking pay for it. Look at the Clintons. Look at the Bushes. Look at the Obamas. Look at them. Look how fucking corrupt they are. The most they ever made was 500 fucking grand being president of the United States, and they're all worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. Go look at who they give their speech to. Go look at who Obama's first 2 speeches were to. Like 2 of the biggest fucking banks that were behind the 2008 scandal. And they're going up, vacuuming up all that money.